And we are live. Hey everyone, my name is Prince, and welcome back to The Craft. How was about that for an intro? That was seamless. And I'm already getting hot. Water. Yep, there's the email to tell me I'm live on my own channel, because we all know I need that. We all know that's a very necessary thing for YouTubers to receive. Ugh. And my hair is already misbehaving. Right. Here we are again. Back once more. What are we going to be doing today? Ah, this is what we were doing. We were getting a bunch of cobblestone. We literally spent like half of last stream just mining cobblestone from the generator. It's a nice relaxing stream. I think maybe today we'll go netherite farming, actually. Considering the next thing is to work towards fighting the Wither, and I said I didn't want to do that until we'd got full netherite. But I am going to take all of this cobblestone, because we do need to regenerate Seagull after all that mining we did. So we're going to go, and we're going to do some monster killing. And I didn't take the bloody minecart down. Honestly, this is almost faster at the minute, because I haven't got it fully set up yet. Right, leave that. Yeah, maybe not the best idea to brush up against cactus when you're fighting someone. Right, come here. Oh, you missed. Fuck off. There's an enchanted one over there. 2 creepers. Long range combat. Oh, that. Die. Ah. Oh. Right. Yeah, there's more and more cobblestone appearing in this desert, nowadays than ever. Oh god! It's truly transitioning into the cobblestone desert. Yeah. Oh, nice. We love the good luck of getting a pearl. Ow! Every time! If there's ever any mobs that manage to get the drop on me, or not even the drop on me, just manage to get a lucky hit in, it's always the fucking zombies. Oh, no, there's actually quite a few of you here. Ow. Oh, right. Ow! Wow, that dude actually got killed by the thorns. I'm not sure that's ever happened before. That was like point blank, buddy. How the hell did you miss? Oh, fully golden armored boy. Oh, Oh, bloody hell, I definitely need to fill that in. How have I never filled that in before? Well, maybe not fill it in, but just cover it. It's a terrible health hazard. Maybe just fill in this as well. This isn't a hole, it's just a natural bit of generation, but I just want to make it look nicer. Right. I swear XP fills up stuff so quickly nowadays, or maybe it's just because I'm killing a fuck ton of monsters. Owie, ow. Oh, hello. Oof. Come on. I should actually no, I was gonna say I should be going for spiders, because if we're going netherite mining later, then we're gonna need beds, but we've probably got we've got the sheep farm now, so it's fine. But the string doesn't hurt to have. Is that spider jockey is wearing golden boots? I've never seen. I don't think I've seen a spider jockey wearing armor before. That's weird. I think that's a definite. Oh my god, that looks so weird. That looks very peculiar. Ow. Him sitting down, it just looks like he's got like blocks of cheese on his feet. That's funny. Ah, I'm out of hunger. Bloody rabbits, man, I swear to god, they scare the life out of me. I just hear footsteps and no noise, and I automatically think it's a creeper. I'm also starting to get used to non-shader Minecraft again. Again, it's really not that much of a, it's really not that, you know, jarring of a change. Come on, Mr. Enderman. Okay, you see what I mean with this? Like, I have just watched 3 spiders just spawn in front of me. Like this is the best game ever made. Come on. I will never stop complaining about this because it's messy and unprofessional. Also, does this Enderman know he can teleport? Because I aggroed him and he just does not want to teleport over the lake to come and get me. He just does not want to tango with me. I mean, to be honest, the dude in full dark, pretty much full dark, he's in the back there. He just does not want to come after me. But yeah, in fairness, a dude in almost full diamond, with the exception of a netherite chestplate, going around swiping people with a netherite sword, I'm not sure I'd want to tango with me either. Ah! Forgot about you guys. Oh no, they're so difficult. Was that the sound of him? Oh, now you decide to. Oh shit, Jesus. Oh no, that was so difficult. Yeah, he chose to come and attack me at the worst fucking possible point. How dare you assume that you're allowed to hit me? Ow. Hey Disney, how you doing? Yeah, excuse me, Mr. Skeleton. Got a little frog in my throat. Yeah. Hey, Quartz. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Hello, Fred Bob and Frederick Star. Ow! No! Bad Frederick. Right. Lovely. Good bit of repairing done tonight. Right. Oh, lag. Hey, Abraham. How is everyone doing today? First and foremost, I should probably address the elephant in the room. The quite obvious elephant in the room. New headset! I finally got a good replacement. And this is exactly the same as my old one, just in a different color. I could have got the red again, but I decided to get the blue because I'm going to be doing a lot of Max Steel stuff, in the near future, so I thought it would fit. Ugh. Oh, hey, Metalhead. I've seen you about in the Discord. Good to see you on one of these streams. Ah. I'm gonna tell my kid, yeah, PewDiePie right here. Oh god, my hair's not behaving. Right. So before we head back and start getting to netherite mining and everything, I'm gonna, go around, see if there's any more holes to fill in. I'm gonna say, maybe eventually I'll fill in this whole bit, but maybe that's a bit over the top. I think gradually transitioning this whole desert to be made of cobblestone is actually quite a cool idea. Yeah, I'll fill this bit in. Oh yeah, it's my pleasure. It's good to see more writers join the collection of people on Wattpad and stuff making Arthur stories. And hey, I always like to bring this up because this is a quantifiable, genuine victory that I and by inspiration all of you have helped me to achieve. Before I started writing books on Wattpad and uploading my Arthur stories on there, Arthur and the Invisibles did not have a category in Wattpad. There was no, because a lot of if you write a book for like a certain franchise or like fandom or whatever, like take, I don't fucking know, How to Train Your Dragon for instance, there is a list. It like ranks your book in the list against other How to Train Your Dragon books. But Arthur did not have a ranking before I started writing them. But then after I wrote my books and then everyone else started writing theirs, there is now an actual ranking of Arthur books. It shifts around a lot, but I'm pretty sure Arthur 4 is always, or it's usually at the top. I don't know how it works. It's a bit weird, but, oh, thanks, Disney. I'm hoping to go back to that sometime soon. And go back to providing content for people. And get back to writing. Even now I don't have enough. God damn it. We need more cobblestone. I think in the future for gathering cobblestone, I'm just gonna go, like, strip mining. Because, that's a much faster and more efficient and more beneficial way to get cobblestone, because it means we're also gathering other resources as well, like gems and stuff. What does the Professor in Arthur 4 look like? Did I not give a description of him? I'm pretty sure I did. Let me grab this and I'll have a look. This is very satisfying. Nice. Yeah. Zoom zoom. That's a little bit of a, I don't know what you call it, like a glitch, an exploit. You can, like, feather it slightly so you're swimming just above, just so your head is just above the surface. Right, I think that's all of it. Yep, cool. Right. Oh wow, Disney, really? That's a nice bit of moins. Honestly, I've considered putting my own putting myself up for writing commissions and stuff. But it'd probably take more time that could probably be spent making videos and stuff, so I never really did. Oh, thanks, Metalhead. Yeah, Arthur 4 hit 50k a while ago. I think it's on like 55k or something now. Yeah, 55.9. It's almost 56. And Arthur 5 is almost on 40. Right, let me have a look. On the preparation. Yeah, I gave a description of the Professor in Arthur 4. It's not a lengthy description. A rather tall man who looked to be in his early 40s. That is, I might have to retcon that a bit, because early 40s seems way, I don't know. Maybe not actually, because he was meant to be Archibald's student, so maybe early 40s is right. I've just always envisioned him being younger than that. Yeah, rather tall man, looked to be in his early 40s, short black hair, tidy brown jacket, and a complexion that screamed professionalism. Yeah, a bit like Sheldon. He doesn't look anything like Sheldon. I can promise you that. Jim Parsons would not play the live-action Professor, because then he'd just be a laughingstock. I feel like, because we were talking about who could play Mulder a couple of weeks ago, and I feel like, and we mentioned Tom Hiddleston, I think Tom Hiddleston would be a good Professor. Oh yeah, go ahead, Abraham. You don't need my permission for stuff like that. But then again, I do appreciate you asking. But yeah. Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead. Gary, I gotta remind myself what Gary Oldman actually looks like, because a lot of the stuff I know Gary Oldman from, oh, yeah, of course he was, yeah. Of course he was, fucking Sirius Black, wasn't he? Yeah. I don't know if Gary Oldman's right. I don't think his face fits the part. Then again, that's the thing. I'm like, again, it's been a while since I've gone back and reread Arthur 4. I don't usually, because I'm not actually particularly that proud of it anymore. But yeah, I've always envisioned him being younger than that. But him being younger than that doesn't make any sense chronologically. I don't know, we don't really have a timeline for Arthur. That's the problem. Like, there's bits and pieces that we can string together, but yeah, he would have to be at least in his 40s, because Arthur 1 takes place in 1960, and Archibald fought in World War II, which was from 39 to 45, so that's like, that's a good 20 years before, Arthur 1. So yeah, he would, he'd at least have to be in his, yeah, probably like mid-30s to early 40s. Because he was like, I envision him to be like 17, 18 when he was Archibald's student. Hey, Fitz. Yes, blue headphones. And yes, I did! Big news! Ben 10 is apparently coming back as a comic book series. How's about that? That's some good news. We don't get news like that every day. But yeah, I saw the Ink Tank's video on that. I immediately looked it up. I was like, holy shit, this is apparently happening. So I will, if anything actually comes of that, because, I'm not sure if it's confirmed or not yet. It may be, but I'm not sure. If anything good actually comes of that, then, I might actually cover it on the channel, because I have done Ben 10 stuff before, and I am planning to do more Ben 10 stuff in the near future as well, so, yeah, that might be something to do. No, Abraham, the professor doesn't turn into him anymore. Again, you really just need to read these books, because, like, I'm not trying to be mean, but it is, like, I can't keep explaining details that have already been explained in my books. Like, you just need to go read the books. Because then you'll get a much better context for everything you're trying to do with the characters that I've made. Is it yeah, it's raining. Right, Daniel Radcliffe? What does Daniel Radcliffe look like now? Again, I can hardly envision Daniel Radcliffe, yeah, I could see, yeah, he's 35 now. I could see Daniel Radcliffe as the professor. Yeah, absolutely. He'd definitely bring some cool vibes to the role, I think. Bam. Let me grab some more cobblestone. On me. Yeah, you know what? That's, you know what, Metalhead? Yeah, Disney said that in the past. Yeah, a while ago we were talking about, like, actors to play the characters nowadays, and Emma Stone was definitely one of the, was, like, Disney suggested Emma Stone for Selenia, and I was like, yes, that's fucking perfect. And, also, the guy who plays Gus from Breaking Bad as Malthazard. Someone tell me his name. I can never remember his fucking name. But we thought about him for playing Malthazar, and he would be absolutely fucking amazing. Whoa. Ow. Ow. Yeah, Giancarlo Esposito is Malthazar, yeah. Absolutely amazing. No, not Walter White. What headphone brand is that? Let me briefly, it's called, Need One. Needone. Literally, Need One. I don't know, I feel like he's a bit too gruff for Malthazar. Like, the voice actors for Malthazar need to have, like, a smooth flow to their voice. And I feel like that dude's voice is a bit too, like... Maybe he could be a good Darkos. That could be something. That'd be like Darkos's voice from the PS2 game. Honestly, have you guys heard Darkos in the PS2 game? He sounds deeper than Malthazar does in the movies. No, Abraham, he didn't drink the potions. Again, this is what I'm saying. Like, because you haven't read the books, you're like, the details aren't right. Yeah, rip Bowie. Big up Bowie. God damn it, Quartz. No, no. Why? Stop blowing holes in my desert, you green freaks. God damn it. Ah. The circus is Bruce. It's me, Bruce. I got a new helmet. Yeah, I've just been driven too far. You're a freak! I am not, in fact, racist against creepers. Let me put it out there. I'm stating two individual things. I'm stating that they are green and that they are freaks. Not that the two have anything to do with one another. Can you not? On me. Madonna doing Arthur's grandma? That would be a bit weird. Because there'd be like an ex-voice actor for Selenia playing a relative of Arthur. I feel like that's a bit weird. I mean, she might be able to pull it off, but... You know. Bit of an odd choice. Die. Oh god. God, more spider jockeys spawning every bloody night. It's good though. I want the difficulty to keep going up because then we get cool shit like potion effect spiders and stuff. Whew. Well, yeah, that's the thing, Abraham. Like, at this point, just read it, because, like... I can't keep going over, like, every single little detail of it. It'd just be better if you just read it. Ow. Ow. Yeah, you see, that's the thing, Disney. I always, that's why I always say, for people to check out these streams, because unless I'm playing something high octane, then it's usually just me chatting bollocks. God, I can't believe it's getting to daytime already. Oh, potion effect spiders only spawn on hard mode? Oh, fair enough. I think I'm on normal. Shit. Stop blowing holes in my desert! God damn it. Hello, Basic Beanie. Well then. Why are you not burning? Oh, there we go. Yeah, you see, everyone always, when people talk about people reviving the franchise, everyone, like, always says Tim Burton to do it. I don't really know why he's the automatic choice. I mean, I don't really know who I'd get to do it. I suppose Tim Burton's as good a choice as any, really. We'll definitely fill this in. Go to this. And go to this. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Abraham. Like, you're making animations of this stuff in order to make, like... Hello. In order to make good quality animations, like, you need to know the characters. And just learning, like, the physical descriptions of them isn't enough. Oh god, my eye. Oh god, don't want to be wasting. Ugh. Yeah, like, that's the thing, like, am I the only one that doesn't see that? Like, I think Tim Burton's style of movies are cool, but I don't think Arthur fits with that. Like, I think the hybrid of animation and live action is really good. I think that fits its style. And even the animated series, while the series itself painted Arthur in a less than, how do I put this? Didn't really make Arthur look as good as the movies did. The animation style itself was pretty good. So, ugh. But yeah, I don't see it. Well, I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't really. I don't really know a lot of things that he's done. I know he's done Pacific Rim, but I don't know. Ugh. Well, I think, well, just like simplifying it to that is a bit rude, Abraham. Ugh. Right. Let's actually... I usually go and kill a bunch of squids, but, we don't really need them. We're gonna go grab some more emeralds. I was planning on, doing, like, designing, I was planning on designing, like a new texture for an emerald block on stream. Just because I was saying a couple of streams ago that I really don't like the default one. Like, if you look at regular emeralds, they're all, like, deep, bright green and shiny, and then the actual emerald block is just, like, really pale green. Pardon me. Nice. Jack Black being Dylan? That'd be... That's definitely, I was about to say Jack Black could voice Darkos, and I'm not sure... I feel like Jack Black would be good as a cooler Messiah, just not any specific one that we've already met. Like, no one can replace Snoop Dogg as Max. I don't think he'd be right for Darkos. Although he's not a cooler Messiah, but doesn't matter. Yeah, but it's... I may have said that, Abraham, but it's not just that. Like, the way you phrased it, like, it's that and that's it. Like, that demeans it a bit. Like, there's a lot more, there's a bunch of little plot points in there. Not even little plot points, like, there's themes about, there's the setup for the ancient Minimoys for Arthur 5, there's the topic of Archibald's past coming back to bite him. And just Archibald's past in general, really. You know, I actually was considering at some point, actually making Dylan Davido's son. Because, a lot of you who have read the books will, know that probably Arthur V's biggest mystery, well, two of Arthur V's biggest mysteries are focused around Dylan, as Dylan's worst fear and his father. Originally it was gonna be, well, it was one of the things I was, playing about with, that Dylan was actually gonna be Davido's son. That's not true right now. I just want to let you guys know that's not actually what, Davido isn't Dylan's father. I can let you guys know that's not what I'm going with. But yeah, exactly, Abraham. If that's all you know, that's all the more reason to read it. Because you'll probably... There's so many fucking scenes in Arthur 4 that I would love to see animated. Yeah, the thing is, Disney, I've got to reread, carrying on Arthur 5, well, there's not going to be any new, yeah, that's basically it, Disney. Read the book. I was actually, what was I gonna say? Yeah, there won't be any... I don't think there'll be any more new locations showcased in Arthur 5. Actually, no, there is like an expansion to one there's like an expansion to an area that we've seen before. Oh, go give him a read, Metalhead. You know? It will probably... Oh, hello. Fighting me in my own castle, how brave. Because I guarantee you that reading my stuff might give you inspiration for your own stuff. Because that's how you get better at writing, as well as practice, obviously. You read other people's stuff, and you analyze how they've written stuff. Yeah. But yeah, because you guys are so starved, because I'll be completely honest with you, I haven't even started writing the next chapter of Arthur 5 yet. I've been too busy with everything else. But I'll give you some little hints. I believe Dylan's greatest fear might actually be revealed in this coming chapter. But, I think the crew are going to be able to get to the next trial relatively quickly. But from the third trial, they're not going to go immediately back to the... I hear a baby zombie. God damn it. From the third trial, they're not going to go immediately back to the First Kingdom, back to the Minimoy village. There's going to be a very big diversion that they will be forced to take that is going to lead to some pretty cool shit. Yeah, I really just need to get back to writing Arthur 5, because there's so much cool stuff. Again, I just need to, I need to re-energize myself in terms of inspiration. Oh, we can combine these two. Yeah, okay, that's fine, Abraham. Yeah, that was just a misunderstanding. These two... Why haven't I... Oh, yeah, because that's a fresh one, yeah. Wouldn't do anything. Yeah, again, very glad to hear that. Again, that's the beauty of it, because I've done that for Arthur, like, I'm not trying to, like, be arrogant and be like, oh, I am responsible for all of this, but a lot of people have said that, like, the reason they wrote their Arthur books is because they read mine and was like, oh, I want to do this too. So by me writing mine, I sort of inspired a bunch of other people to do theirs, and I'm really, really proud of that. Now I just need to do the same for, a bunch of other, franchises. A couple of franchises don't need them, and I'm doing them for my own reasons, Dinosaur King being the main one. I've talked about this before. In that, the reason I'm writing Dinosaur King Awakening is because I've seen, like, a bunch of people write Dinosaur King continuations, the style of which I don't agree with, and I want to try and do it my way. But a lot of them I do for the same reason that I do them for Arthur, is that they don't have any good continuations. And we're talking Max Steel, and mainly Max Steel and the Gone series. I think, where are the bloody phantoms? Are they like stuck outside the wall? That's fine by me. I don't see them. God, I've never heard them whisper like this. This is creepy. How's the Elemental video coming along? It's coming along pretty good. It won't be out tomorrow, unfortunately, because I kind of didn't realize how much I still had left to do. But it should be out next week. The good thing is, I usually leave big videos like that until Saturdays, because that's when most people are about. But because... Oh, you finally found your way inside now, okay. Because we're, like, basically in the summer holidays now, I'm just going to be publishing videos just whenever they're ready. I'm going to stick to Tuesdays and Saturdays, but yeah, that should be out next week. Ow. Increase your difficulty? No, I don't want to. Ow. Booyah. Huh. But, yeah. Because that's... I feel proud to do that, like, makes me feel proud that I've achieved stuff like that. Excuse me, that I've inspired people to carry on the story of Arthur in their own ways. And for people who aren't writers, just give them something to read to carry on the story. Oh, hey, Sergey. Or surgery. Oh, I'm an idiot who can't read. What, the Elemental video? Yeah, I was just saying that it's not going to be out tomorrow. It is going well, though. Should be out next week, basically. That's the basic gist of what I said. Bam. Bam, bam. Ah. Will I be streaming Black Ops 6 Zombies when it releases? Yes, I will. I'll be streaming everything Black Ops 6. That's the thing. I said, and I was actually thinking about this. It's a little bit of a shame, actually, because it'll mean that the regular... The Minecraft streams will actually be stopping for a bit. Or maybe I'll just shift them around a bit. But the plan is, right now, is... we're gonna hopefully be finishing the trail within the next couple of weeks. That game has taken so much of my mental state away from me. It has killed so many brain cells, but hopefully we're going to be finishing that in the next couple of weeks. Then that's going to be replaced by something else that's not going to be Black Ops 6 related, but is something that I'm sure a lot of you guys will be very excited for. Not something Arthur related before everyone gets excited. I have considered streaming the PS2 game, but I think I'd probably rather make videos on it. I'm not sure. That's something I need to consider, because the PS2 game is quite a long game, so it'd be quite a long playthrough. I'll think about that. But well, I'd argue I'd argue that reading the books is actually more sustainable inspiration, Abraham, because you know, they last a lot longer, and you know, it's a lot more sustainable inspiration. Like, that's the thing. That's why the books were really good for me to read, because I read the first two books while I was, I believe, I can't remember. I think I read the books after I'd finished Arthur 4, but they were sustainable. They were sustainable fucking inspiration, because they went on for so long. No, it's okay, Sergey, just mocking myself. But yeah, so I don't think I could give any hints, Metalhead, because it would give it away. I think it would definitely give it away, actually. But basically, I'm going to, we're going to finish the trail in the next couple of weeks, and I'll be very glad when that's over and done with, because as much as I have enjoyed the trail, I did not anticipate it would drag on this long, and I am sort of wanting it to be over now. But we're going to finish that, and then I have a replacement for that lined up. It's a very, very cool game that everyone's going to enjoy. But then Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays, we're going to be streaming Black Ops 6. Because Monday, we're going to be streaming the campaign. Friday, we're going to be streaming the multiplayer. And Saturday, we're going to be streaming the zombies. It's going to be real fun. So really, really looking forward to that. It's going to be sick. The Dinosaur King Season 2 video is on my priority list. It's definitely something up there. The thing is, I'm starting to, like, want to distance myself from certain, like, from Dinosaur King a little bit. Mainly because I've been having a few bad experiences in the Discord that I am running. A few people have been, pissing me off a little bit. But I can't, that's the thing, I can't let that get a hold of me, because I know that it's very few people that are like that. And, you know, there will be shitty people in, like, any fandom. I'm just fortunate enough that I haven't encountered, that I haven't encountered a lot of them. Oh, no, not that Fitz. Again, I've already said that's, I'm not doing that, at least for a good while yet. If at all. But, yeah, and I'm just fortunate that I haven't really run into a lot of that stuff in everything else that I've done. But I've just got to try and hold on to the positives. Because it's really easy. Alright, Disney, thanks for stopping by anyway. If you don't come back. But, it's really hard. Like, and this is something that anyone who has put anything out onto the internet to get reviewed will understand. Or really anyone who's put anything out and got feedback from anything. Negativity always hits harder than positivity. It always hits harder. Like, one negative comment will outclass 10 positive comments, like, on my videos. Like, it takes 10, one negative comment is enough to drag my mood down to the point where it needs, like, 10 positive comments to put it back up again. And I think that's because you're sort of desensitized to, unless it's, like, to generalized positivity, like, if someone just comments, like, 2 words, like, good video, that's something you kind of get desensitized to a little bit, because, you know, sometimes you get it, like, just quite a lot. If someone leaves, like, a bit of a lengthier comment saying, you know, like, oh, I really enjoyed this video, I love this bit in particular, and I'm really glad that someone's making videos on this, that's a bit more powerful. But negative comments hit harder because most of the time, for them to be worth anything, they have to have a decent bit of thought behind them. So that, you know, it hits a bit harder. But it's just something I've got to get used to. And it's something I can't let get me down, because that, taking, yeah, exactly. The more intricate the positive comment or review, the more oomph. But that's just the thing, like, using Arthur as an example, like, imagining, because I don't think I've really gotten any negative feedback on any of my Arthur stuff pretty much ever, I don't think. Using Arthur as an example, the concept of, like, if I had gotten negative comments, like, if that had stopped me from making Arthur videos, like, that would have stopped me from making this entire community. This community full of great people and inspiring them to make their own stuff. So, I can't let that happen for another franchise, because while Dinosaur King is a little different from Arthur in that Arthur literally had no one supporting it back before I took to the stage, and Dinosaur King is different. It has people like Gozzy working on it, who I've done collaborations with. Well, collaboration, period. But probably will do more in the future, actually. Like, I can't let that affect the stuff that I'm making. It's just that I'm not used to it as of yet. I know I'll get used to it. It just, at this stage in my sort of YouTube career, I guess, I'm just not used to it yet. I just gotta remember all the, I just gotta remember all the positive people, like all of you who are behind me. Yeah, that's because I haven't uploaded it yet, Fitz. I haven't got around to editing it yet. That's also pretty high on my priority list, because that wasn't a long video. I could probably get that out, like, pretty sharpish. I've just got so much stuff. on the list. Right, I'm actually gonna sleep. And then I think we're gonna go to the Nether, and we're gonna go do some netherite farming, I think. Hell yeah, metal. See, that's the thing. Like, there will always be negativity. Like, you will always receive... If you're any variety of famous, like, on anything, there will always be hate. That's just something you gotta get used to. I've just got to get used to... I've just got to remember how much more positivity there is. Right, we need beds. We do have a lot of string. How much wool do we have? We're gonna need some shears. Yeah, not a lot. I am gonna make another... I'm gonna make another tools chest as well. So yeah, the stream schedule will be, because obviously right now we're streaming 3 times a week, and the only thing that is finite, the only game that like has an end, is the trail. We're playing Minecraft obviously, which is endless, you know, we can play that forever. We're playing Black Ops 3 Zombies, which again, you know, there's finite stuff for that. But yeah, no, like that will go on forever, yeah. So basically, the schedule will be, we'll finish the trail. Then Mondays will be the campaign of Black Ops 6. That won't take too long. That'll, I don't know how many missions there'll be, but, that won't be too long of a series. But, yeah, so play, the campaign on Mondays, so that won't be a very long playthrough. I've got a few things in mind on what to replace that with after it's done. Wednesday will be the replacement for the trail, which again, I'm not going to tell you guys here, but I'm going to be recording a video very, very soon that will reveal it. So, look out for that. And those of you from the Arthur channel, if you don't want to miss any of the uploads or, well, live streams I always put in the Seven Kingdoms Discord anyway, but if you don't want to miss an upload from this channel, then make sure you're in the casual Discord, which is in the description down below, because then you'll automatically get pinged whenever I upload. So yeah, I will be making a video revealing that pretty soon, so look out for that. And then Fridays, it's going to be the Black Ops 6 multiplayer, because I really like COD multiplayer, I'm going to be honest. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and join the Discord. Honestly, I think Discord is the most important one, because I know that sometimes YouTube notifications don't always work. So yeah, Monday's gonna be the campaign. Wednesday, mystery game that's gonna be really, really cool. I'm looking forward to the mystery game more than I am Black Ops 6. Not that I'm not looking forward to Black Ops 6, I really, really am. But like, yeah, really, really looking forward to the mystery game. But, yeah, and then campaign on the Monday, mystery game on the Wednesday, multiplayer on the Friday, and zombies on the Saturday. I'm gonna be, like, playing that. I tell you what, Black Ops 6, like, when it comes out, is just gonna be all that I'm playing. Like, on and off stream. Snip, snip, snip. Naked sheep, naked sheep. Lots of fucking naked sheep. Oh no. No, no, that's the door! No, 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 no. The lone sheep escaped. First we had a lone cow, and now I've got a lone sheep. Wow, we got a stack. Nice. Like, again, I can't tell you, Fitz, because then it wouldn't be a mystery game. But again, it is going to be revealed in a video soon. A video that I was actually waiting to record until I got this headset, because this headset is blue and fits the color scheme of what I'm recording. Also, it's the same deal with the Max Steel tier list video. For those of you in the Max Steel Discord, I teased the tier list video where I'm going to be ranking all of the turbo modes in Max Steel, and I wanted to wait until I got this because it's a more fitting color. Yes, mystery game, the replacement for Wednesday, yeah. Alright, we're gonna need a lot of wood. I'll just use this. Bam. And bam. 21? Sorry. There we go. Right, let's go put all the stuff we don't need away. And then we'll go netherite mining. Or ancient debris hunting, to be more specific. We won't need a shovel. Those two need combining. As to those two, what am I doing? I'm getting sloppy. And won't need chop suey either. Tell you what, I probably wouldn't have made a difference. Yeah, I will need cobblestone, but probably not that much. Just grab this so it doesn't despawn. Oh yeah, I think we all, well, not necessarily upset, but just wanting there to be more. Again, I haven't read the books. I haven't read the last two books because they were never translated into English, but I do have a translator working on translating them into English for me, so I can read them and review them, and I was doing that on my old channel anyway. So I'll have to see if the book version of The War of Two Worlds has a more satisfying ending, and if it does, then, you know, all good. And if people have read it, no spoilers, obviously, because that is definitely something I'm looking forward to. It's practically the only Arthur thing I have left to experience that I haven't already, apart from the TV series, but that's a little bit different. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think we've discussed this before, Fitz, the whole thing about, like, it'd be so cool if, like a Spider-Man PS4 style Max Steel game was made. Like, that would be fucking amazing. I think I'll only need... I'll just grab a stack. What, the screenshots from the Drug Trip original Max Steel? Yeah, I saw them. Yeah, exactly. Again, I gotta get back to writing Arthur 5, I really do. Right, I think we're good to go. Actually, I'm not gonna need the water bucket, I can put that away. Because water doesn't work in the Nether. I might... And there's no point taking a flint and steel. I haven't seen Cobra Kai, no, Abraham. It's not really something that interests me, if I'm honest. Could probably make a couple more beds, actually. Just from the inventory space we now have. Oh, yes. Look at that. Boom. Right. Let's sleep, first of all, and then we'll head to the Nether. I've got to pull up my coordinates and figure out, where our mine was. Oh, excuse me. Oh, hello. Right, to the Nether. And gave that spider mercy because it is daytime. But yeah, I'm really hopeful for the channel's future. Like, there's so many really cool things I have planned. Like with the latter part of this year, like the later part of this year, when like Black Ops 6 comes out and everything. That's gonna be a great era of the channel for streaming. But I got so many actual videos planned. Like we got the I've got some Ben 10 videos planned, like just discussion Ben 10 videos, just the same as discussing other things. Like I've got a video planned discussing the different Ben 10,000s because they're one of my favorite parts of Ben 10. Right, netherite shaft. Don't take that out of context. 87, 43, 181. I don't believe this is going the right way. I think I could probably make my way there. I know roughly where it is. Hello, fuckers. Yeah, attack each other. God, you're hardy beasts, aren't you? Ow. Don't hit me, child. You wanna fucking go? Yeah, you're all fun and games until I hit back, aren't you? Time to create more Batmen. Right. Is it down here? Oh yeah, and I made my way. It's somewhere down there. I wasn't here. I was not here. 87. Oh, back this way. Oh, gone too far. Like right here. Oh. Careful. Hello. Ow. Ow! Oh, shit! Fucking hell. Jesus. You fox are getting right on my nerves. Your ancestors weren't this pesterful. It's not even a word. Oh yeah, probably be Ben 10 Galactic Racing, yeah. I've played a few Ben 10 games, just a couple of the ones that were on DS. So, none of the console ones. I think that actually... What are you doing down here? You shouldn't be down here. Right, so, let's, go through here, and then go, this way. But yeah, I've been, so I've got some videos, planned on talking about Ben 10,000, all the different modes of the Omnitrix. Not necessarily everything the Omnitrix can do, because the Ink Tank have already done that, but, more just the different colors, basically. I tell you what, I think an Arthur racing game wouldn't be too bad of an idea. You know that there'd be a lot of different, there'd be a ton of different, oh, no. There'd be a ton of different courses you could have. Ah. Ow. But yeah, that was more, again, that was more an all-encompassing video of everything that the Omnitrix can do. The different colors were quite a small part of that. Whereas, I'm just going to be focusing, literally just on the colors. Yeah! There we go, that's what we're looking for. Is it just one? Just one, that's fine. One is fine. And after the upgrades, Seagull mines through that like it's nobody's business. I'll try going this way. Ow. Stop it. Ah. Wait, do they not? I'm pretty sure they don't even, they don't have the emblem creator anymore. They, got rid of it in, in like all future Call of Duty games, didn't they? Would be good if they brought it back, though. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, God! Oof. That was close! I did not see that coming. Thank God for armor. Just sneak past that and get rid of that. Good job lava, like, disappears more quickly in the nether. Excuse me. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, got a few Ben 10 videos planned. I'm sure that'll be really cool. I really want to try leaning into Max Steel stuff a lot more now. Because I think of all the franchises I cover, Max Steel is the one... I think Max Steel and Arthur are the two that I would like to focus the most on. Max Steel and Arthur, and probably zombies. Yeah. Max Steel and Arthur, because they're the two things that don't really have anyone else doing them. And zombies, because it's a popular thing that I really, really like. A few people have asked that of me in the past, and I have always said that I don't really want to stream Ark. Number one, because it's still to this day a mess. And number two, it is such a long game. Like, I would have to stream for fucking... Like, I would have to stream for so fucking long to get anything done. And I really just don't want to. Like, I just do not want to stream that game. Because I would just not enjoy streaming it. I have played the game. I own the game. And, you know, I have played it quite a bit. But it's just not something that I'd want to stream. Like, even if Ark 2 were to come out, eventually, knowing the fucking Ark developers, it'll never fucking come out. I don't even think I'll stream that. Maybe I'll get that to play with my friends, and then, like, do a video or two on it. But I wouldn't want to stream that, I don't think. Damn it. Yeah. Where are you coming from? Fuck it. No, I don't really have any interest in Battlefield. To me, Battlefield is just worse COD. Like, I feel like, while Call of Duty has had a bit of a rough go of it over the past couple of years, I feel like Battlefield have been even worse. And I've never been a Battlefield player, really. The only Battlefield I've ever played is Battlefield 1, and the only... Yeah! That's more like it. The only reason I played Battlefield 1 is because all my friends were playing it. Right, there's 2. Oh, hello. I have a list of games I want to stream. Actually, let me pull up the list. It's been a while since we've talked about this. Streams. I want to actually do, this would probably be a one-off stream. I could probably get this done in like one single stream. But I want to do a video streaming The Legend of Spyro, A New Beginning, doing something called the Elements Challenge, where basically I play through The Legend of Spyro, The Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning, but in each of the different areas, I can only use the element that is associated with that area. Like, pardon me. For instance, in Dante's Freezer, I can only use ice. In Tall Plains, I can only use earth, and so on and so forth. And then once I've finished Eternal Night, I want to do a Dark Spyro playthrough of that as well, which I could probably do in a stream, or maybe a stream or two. Yeah, I tell you what, I've got a funny story about Apex. I remember back in the day when Apex was first coming out, and like everyone was branding it as like, oh, it's the Fortnite killer and stuff like that. A good friend of mine who was like a big Fortnite player, he wanted to see me try it. So I downloaded it on my Xbox and literally just played through the tutorial, and the tutorial lagged. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not playing this. That's all the experience I've got with Apex. Right, I need to go back up a couple of blocks. Because I've been slowly going down. Oi, don't diss on Xbox, although nowadays Xbox aren't that good. I'll admit. The thing is, like, the console wars aren't even a thing anymore, because, like, Xbox have just fully lost. PlayStation is better. It's just a fact. And I said I wouldn't need my shovel. Oh, for God's sake, piss off! Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, I'm sure it'd feel weird, going... oh, ow. I'm sure it'd feel weird going from one console to another. Not that I'd know. Anyway. No, Nintendo Switch isn't even up there. Like, Nintendo Switch, you can barely put anything on. Like, like, you don't really even think about Nintendo Switch. Like, Nintendo Switch is more of just a bonus thing. It's like... It's got a few Nintendo like, the only reason the Nintendo Switch is even remotely relevant is because of its exclusives. Like, Nintendo just puts all of their stuff on there. That's the only reason why it's relevant. Whereas with, like, PlayStation, they have good exclusives and a good console to back it up. So... yeah. Because, like, that's the thing, like, I only got, like, there's not a lot of exclusives on the... not a lot of games in general on the Switch that I was interested in. Like, I have very few Switch games. Like, like, you got the Pokemons, Mario Maker... Miitopia. That's pretty much it, really, isn't it? I think they're, like, because that's the thing, if you're not into, like, the big franchises that are Nintendo-based, which most of the time I'm not, you know, there's just not really anything on there. Again, Miitopia's on the list, but again, that's something I'd have to put so much, like, so many streams into to finish. Like, again, I don't really want to be dedicating, like, like, it's already, we've already spent a year playing Minecraft. It's like, I don't really want to, and Miitopia kind of gets repetitive after a while. Because, like, after, because I've played Miitopia all the way through to the end on DS. And, like, after a certain point, it really loses its charm. Like, I was really into Miitopia because it did do what it advertised. You know, you could make the characters whatever you wanted them to be, and that was really entertaining and really, really fun. But after a certain point, that just sort of stops happening. Like, pardon me, like, there's, like, the first 4 areas are like that, basically. Like, there's the first 4, or really the first 3 areas where, like, there's entire towns of people, and, oh god, fucking hell. There's, like, entire towns of people that you can customize and stuff like that, and it really does feel like it is doing what it advertised. Yes! There's another one. But then, after that, it sort of just feels like... they got rid of that a little bit. Oh, there's 2! Yeah! We've got enough for another ingot. Hell yeah. Right, let me get rid of this lava. This is really awkward. There we go. Yeah, I think, like, because just think about that. Like, Mario Kart, like, but an Arthur game would be absolutely amazing because there's so many different, there's so many different courses you could have. Like, you could have one through the Minimoy Village, one through, like, the First Kingdom, one through the basement of Arthur's house, one through Paradise Alley, Necropolis, fucking, like, Arthur's room, the attic, like, all the different areas of the house, like, and you can have so many different characters as racers, because there's so many different characters in Arthur. Wait a minute, that has the potential to be a 3. Is there 3? No, there's only 2. Okay, that's fine. Yes! Let's go! Oh no, there is 3! Yeah! Let's fucking go! Yeah, like, there'd be so much you could do with that game. Has potential, really does. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I can't believe we're just over halfway for the stream. Oh yeah, imagine like a Malthazar operator. Like, that'd be sick. Like, you're just fucking running around, like, you're running around a fucking Call of Duty map with, like, as Malthazar. I think that'd be sick. Eh. 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 There we go. Also, someone, I don't know if it was Disney or whether it was you, someone asked if I'm gonna pre-order Black Ops 6. I absolutely am. And I'm gonna be pre-ordering the £100, the £100, Vault Edition. It's an expensive purchase, but I'm doing it. Haven't done it yet. Oh, excuse me. The thing is, a lot of people are saying that, like, video games are, like, so expensive nowadays. But the thing is, they have to be. Like, a lot of people say this with little to no knowledge of what it actually takes to make a game. They're just like, they just whine about it being expensive without actually knowing why. And the reason is because they pay their employees so much. Or, no, it's not that they, like, I'm making it sound like they overpay their employees. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, yes. Yes, let's go. I'm still gonna bed this bit, though. They don't overpay their employees. What I'm saying, there's another one! This has been a very successful hunt. Because it takes so long to because it takes so long to make most games nowadays, because they're paying all of their employees over those years, they have to charge that much just to break even. Obviously, the like the microtransactions and stuff work, help, sorry, but you know, it sort of has to be that way. Because, you know, games are getting better and they're spending more time making them and stuff like that. So, you know, it sort of has to be that way. Oh, let's... How about we don't go that way? How about we go this way instead? But, yeah, there's absolutely, obviously, no shame in just getting the standard edition, because, you know, it is, like, it's already £70 or dollars or whatever your currency is. Ow. Okay, that was our last bed. We had got just short of enough to make 2. But it was a very successful hunt. Now we need to find our way back. Look how far it extends back. But yeah, very excited for Black Ops 6. I've made many videos, saying why it should and probably will be great. If it isn't, I will have no faith in anything anymore from Treyarch, because, like, all of the information that we have is pointing to Black Ops 6 being, like, the best Call of Duty that has ever been made ever. And if it isn't, I just don't know what they're doing. Or what they have been doing for the past, like, 6 years. But all of the previous games since, like, Black Ops 3 have had excuses for being bad. Like, because it's always Activision fucking them over. And I've literally made videos talking about this. It's not like, it's not bullshit, it's literally true. Right, which way is out? Because now we've gone... Alright, so that's gonna be this way then, isn't it? Yes. But, yeah. Very much looking forward to that. Very much. Lots of good things, to come for the future of the channel. We got, the Ben 10 videos that should garner some decent, views. We got, Stormhawks rewatched, of course. I've got a lot to do to get my ass into gear. Now where's... Oh, I need to keep going up. Hey, I appreciate it. See, that's the thing. That's why I get... I fully get that, this is difficult to ask of people, because some people are just here for one thing, and I completely understand that, because, you know, it's pretty easy to understand. But I always encourage people, and it's going to get easier to convince them soon for reasons that I will explain in a different video. But I always encourage people to come to this channel and check out the other things I'm doing, because it bears, like, all the stuff that I do bears resemblance to, in some way, Arthur. Like, whether it's fantasy-based or whether it's got, like, a really cool, like, even if it's got, like, a really cool soundtrack, like, it's got some deep lore that you can sink your teeth into. Like, all of the things I cover are similar in some way. Whether that's themes, you know, music style, emotion, or just that they've got some juicy lore that you can sink your teeth into. I guarantee you there's a lot of stuff that I cover, that a lot of my Arthur audience would enjoy. Just realized I didn't end up using a single bit of cobblestone. I'm just gonna fill this up, I think. Can you not? So yeah, main series going. So we got a lot of different fandoms that I cover on this channel. The main ones: Max Steel, well, mainly Max Steel right now. Pod Zombies, and thing is, I don't know if I'd say main ones, because I'd sort of divvy between them. Fandoms include, I should say, we got Max Steel. That's going to be a main thing, because I'll be doing a series, which I'm really excited for, by the way, called Max Steel Rewatched, which is similar to the Ben 10 breakdown videos that the Ink Tank do, where I'm going to be rewatching all of Max Steel and basically analyzing the episodes. But unlike the Ink Tank, which they sort of do, when Kuro does the breakdowns, he sort of, like, hyper researches everything and talks about, like, voice actors and animation mistakes and stuff like that, and stuff and all of that. That's not really something that I'll be doing. I'm just going to be basically talking about it in terms of the story. I'm going to be nerding out and talking about just the story, basically, and all of the different elements of, like, foreshadowing for the later story and all stuff like that. And the occasional inconsistencies and abandoned plot lines. Then there's Stormhawks Rewatched, which is a similar series, but it's basically going to be me reacting to Stormhawks, for the first time in, like, a decade. Got a couple of videos planned out for Ben 10. Not a great amount of them, just a few discussion videos. But, yeah, they should be fun. I am considering throwing Arthur, in there, as well. Wink, wink. Dinotopia is another, fandom, another franchise, my mini-series review. But that's sort of on the back burner for now, because that's a series that takes a lot of editing and stuff to do. So that's sort of on the back burner. Because that's not really something I can get out quickly. Like, that takes a long time to edit. What else? A couple of Speckles, the Tarbosaurus discussion videos as well. A couple of Dinosaur King videos. COD Zombies videos as well. Obviously, I'm doing my Story of the Maps videos. They're really cool. So yeah, lots of cool shit. Any movie watching streams? I'm gonna say no because I probably couldn't monetize them. And you know, this is I need to be making money off of this stuff, and I'm sort of I don't think YouTube would allow that anyway. I think they'd just like I think they'd probably just copyright strike me into oblivion, basically. But I will okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it. A lot of but shh, don't tell anyone this. Actually, should I? No, actually, I'll keep it a secret just for now. It'll come out soon, anyway. I got something planned that is gonna make a lot of people in the Seven Kingdoms Discord very, very happy. Just know that much. Yeah, I got, immediate videos, like, that are sort of the ones I'm working on, at the minute. I've got, a video I want to record ranking all the Max Steel turbo modes. I've made a banging thumbnail for that. I'm really, really looking forward to making that. A video unboxing something big, which is the same video that I'm going to be revealing the mystery game in. And also working on a few videos that I recorded quite a while ago, but haven't uploaded. Like, the collaboration between me and LP Gozzy, the only other Dinosaur King YouTuber on the platform. A video from, like, ages back of me, tasting every white chocolate. Which is a unusual one, but it was definitely a funny one. My reactions to Max Steel Season 5, because I'm planning on I can't really do Max Steel Rewatched until I've both finished my Season 5 reactions and finished my mini-sode reactions / analyses videos. The Max Steel minisodes, which I'm hoping will attract more people for when I finally end up doing Max Steel Rewatched. I haven't had a drink in fucking ages. Oh. Jesus. Woof. Water. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go around killing some squids, but I don't have enough inventory space. Right, let's put everything away. And we have a fuck ton of netherrack now. If we ever need it for anything. Can't really think of anything that we would need it for, but we have it. So that is fine. And We don't have any spare ancient debris, do we? No. Alright, so put the 3 in there. And let's upgrade... fuck it. Let's upgrade... the helmet. Cranium. We need some gold. Okay. Actually, no, I need to go smelt the ancient debris first. I'll smelt all of it. It amazes me that we're, what, 52? Yeah, 52 streams in, and I still haven't made an ender chest. It's crazy. Boom. Netherite scraps. Love to see it. In the meantime, I'll go put all of this other stuff away. We're rebuilding our bone supplies after using them all to make a fuck ton of wood. It's always good. There we go. Grab that, replenish our food supply. Is that everything? Oh, we have a bit of quartz and a bit of gravel. Oh, that added up to 64. That's what we like to see. Yeah. Nice. Surprised how little XP that gave us. Oh, because it was recharging that. Alright. Crafting table. Netherite. Ingot. Take off the helmet. I might actually change my... for those of you who haven't seen my skin before. I probably ought to change the S to an 8, actually. Although, then again, I did try to do that, and it didn't look too good. I'll probably just keep it as an S. Actually, no, I ought to change it to a P, because... I did that with one of the other variations in my skin, because people mostly call me Prince, which I like. I like having a YouTube like name that people call me rather than my real name. Hey Disney, nothing much. We found like 7 ancient debris, so that was good, and we're about to change my helmet to being netherite. But yeah, I might change. I'm probably gonna keep the outfit the same, but because of this, I might actually change the headphones to be blue. It might look a bit weird though, so I might not. So, oh no, I forgot what. Oh wait a minute, I don't think we can do it because I don't have enough diamonds to make another netherite upgrade thing. Yeah, I completely forgot we need one of those, don't we? Yeah, and I don't have enough, do I? No, okay. That's fine then. Slap them in there. Slap them in there. Alright. Okay, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a bunch of cobblestone and go back to filling in the desert, because that's a cool and fun thing to do whilst I chat to you guys. And then I think we're going to go strip mining, just looking for cobblestone, basically. Will the story of Arthur Returns continue? I honestly don't know. I was talking about this last week, I think, that is the only one of my Arthur books that I am genuinely, like, considering not continuing. Just because I'm not sure I could... I'm not sure that I sort of have the... I don't really know how to... I don't know how to describe how I feel about Arthur Returns. I feel like the story just doesn't really scream Arthur, and I feel like it's just edgy for the purpose of being edgy. Like, don't get me wrong, the thing that I had planned out wasn't necessarily bad, but it's more the fact that a lot of it depends on me ignoring what actually happened in the canon of the movies just to make the plot work. And I don't really agree with that. Yeah, and it isn't really even due to inactivity. Like, if I wanted to, then I absolutely would. Like, I haven't, Arthur 5 has been in a state of, like, popping in and out of inactivity for a long time now, but I'm still definitely dedicated to finishing it. Yeah, Arthur Returns, I think, I don't know. I sort of just did it, to say, like, oh, what if something happened, to, like, irreparably damage Arthur and Selenia's relationship. And it did, a lot of it did have, like, perfectly good explanations. It was just, the whole, it was based around one event that, it was based around one event that doesn't really make sense. So, yeah, I don't know. If I choose not to continue it, which, given everything I'm working on, is seeming like a real possibility right now, because I definitely don't want to, like, work on something that I no longer really want to finish, when I have so many other, you know, so many other projects that I want to spend time on writing. I will just tell you guys what I had planned for it. Like, I'll just tell you guys what the original plan was going to be, because it wouldn't be fair for me to, like, not tell you guys, because obviously, you know, it was something that I began to write years ago and just never really finished. So, if that does end up happening, I'll just tell you guys what was going to happen. Just smoothing out this desert. I probably should have brought a bed, actually. Just gonna head back and sleep, because I can't be bothered to, I can't be bothered to fight off monsters during the night. But yeah, Arthur 5, I'm still committed to finishing. Because there's a difference between not having, there's a difference between, the difference between working on Arthur 5 and working on Arthur Returns is that I want to finish, Arthur 5. And I believe that I can if I just, you know, get into a habit of getting back to writing. But Arthur Returns, I don't feel that way. I feel like if I had all the time in the world, I just wouldn't want to finish it. I just don't feel connected to it the way I do, like, all the other stuff that I've worked on and am working on. Even the Arthur Malediction rewrite, I think it would be better, it might actually be better to do that as a video rather than a book. Because I think I could achieve exactly the same result if I were to do it as a video instead of a book. And obviously that's just one less project to work on. Come on, me. The thing is, with, I'll just grab all the cobblestone. See, that's good, Disney. It's good to, do, like, side stories and stuff. I've seen a lot of people doing those. Yeah, and it all depends, like, I was just gonna say... Pardon me. Arthur 5, I feel, may go a bit too far into fantasy epic than maybe it should. Like, I was talking, I think it was last week, about, like, the proper way to write a continuation. In that, like, there's a difference between a fanfiction and a continuation in my mind, in that a fanfiction is just a book that you are writing set in an already existing, like, franchise or universe, but a continuation is a book or a story that feels so faithful to its source material that it genuinely feels like it follows on and is like an actual continuation from where the story left off. And that's always what I've tried to do with my books. Like, Arthur Returns is a fanfiction. That's not a continuation. Like, even I'll admit that. Because Arthur Returns was me doing an experiment. Arthur 4 and 5 are my interpretation of a canon continuation to the Arthur storyline. Arthur Returns is me writing a fanfiction and doing an experiment on writing the Arthur universe in a different way, in a different theme. Disney, did you just say that you don't think there's any magic-related elements in the Arthur trilogy? Did you just have a brain fart or something? Oh yeah, no magic at all, apart from the magical size-changing telescope. The magic of a Minimoy princess healing all diseases. The magical potions that allow you to grow from Minimoy to human and vice versa. And probably countless other things as well. The vines. The 10th moon. What do you mean? It's all magic. Literally, like, the entirety of the Arthur fucking franchise is built on magic. Hold on, I want it to slope. Pardon me. I think that was a bit of a brain fart moment. That's like saying, you know what, guys? I don't think there's any God. That's like saying, I don't, you know, Star Wars. I don't think there's any sci-fi elements in that, is there? Ah. But yeah, like, as I was saying, oh god, my mic's way too high. Stay down there. The difference between, I thought that was an Enderman for a second. The difference between a continuation and a fanfiction is that a continuation, you, a lot of the time, sacrifice introducing your own aspects for the purpose of making it faithful, and that's what I do. Although I've sort of blended the two. Again, I've tried to make mine as faithful as I can. I've not necessarily thinking I've succeeded. Like, if I were to rewrite, Arthur 4 and 5 now, I may have done it completely different. I probably would have done it, like, the same general events. Like, I probably still would have had, Yancey Davis as the main villain of Arthur 4, and I probably still would have had Mulder as the villain of Arthur 5, but I would have done it in a slightly different style, because I think Arthur 4 goes a bit, I think Arthur 4 goes a bit, my god, I'm fully out of cobblestone now. Right. Time to go get some more. I think Arthur 4 is perhaps a bit too serious, and Arthur 5 goes a bit too into fantasy epic than Arthur usually would. But I don't know. I mean, you guys are always telling me, that you think my books are faithful, so I really do appreciate that, and I really do try my best. It's the #1 thing I'm always trying to do, you guys know that. To make the characters feel like they do in the movies, and act like they do in the movies, and making the story feel like an Arthur adventure. Plus, Arthur 4 didn't really introduce anything new. It was mainly just them revisiting old locations, just with a new adventure in mind. Right, I don't think we need that much for a cave expedition. Just torches, really. Torches, arrows, bit of wood, and lots of empty inventory space. Right, let's go. And I'm not going to get distracted by a cave. I'm here specifically to get cobblestone. Are you saying the Cat in the Hat is a instance of where it does respect the source material, or when it doesn't? Dogs outside that failed to do so. Oh, yeah, that's fair, but in fairness, we did get the Cat in the Hat movie from that, and you cannot deny that is an absolute fucking meme of a film. Like, that is genuinely one of the greatest pieces of cinema ever made. What would you say makes a faithful Ben 10 story? Well, that's the thing. And I think I talked about this last week too. The thing with Ben 10, and again, Ben 10 Legacies, my own Ben 10 continuation, that's also something that I'm doing. Ben 10 is out of everything that I've done on the channel, is the messiest franchise I've ever covered. Like, Max Steel, for instance, yeah, it has a few, inconsistencies. Like, it has a few things that maybe don't make sense, but Ben 10 is just an absolute mess. Like, we love it to pieces. Like, everyone who watches Ben 10 is a fan of it, loves it to pieces, including me. Like, I love Ben 10 to pieces, but it's just a mess. Like, it's got retcons and like, rewrites and inconsistencies and stuff that doesn't make sense flying out your fucking ears. And that makes writing a faithful continuation difficult. Do I still... Oh, I don't have my water bucket. I'm actually going to go back and get that, you know. And my clock as well. Actually, I don't need my clock. That'd be a waste of inventory space. Well, yeah, I was more talking about the Cat in the Hat, movie with, is it, fucking, what's his name? Mike Myers, yeah. Like, that movie, that is a piece of cinema. You've never seen the live-action Cat in the Hat? Go and watch it. It's like a fever dream. It's fucking hilarious. It's the biggest meme of a movie. But, yeah, so Ben 10's just a mess. And that, I think I've stated this, but my continuation, Ben 10 Legacies, completely retcons Omniverse and instead takes place after Ultimate Alien. Because, in my opinion, Omniverse ruined so much that it's not even worth salvaging. Like, yeah, I'd rather just go from Ultimate Alien. Like, it ruined just so fucking much. Like, somehow it ruined Vilgax even more than UAF did. I didn't think that was possible. It ruined Eon even more so than his appearance in UA, which again, I didn't think, was possible. You see, everyone, like, saying I hate Omniverse, I don't hate it. I don't hate Omniverse itself. Well, I don't know, like, how do I say this? Like, I just hate the entire vibe of Omniverse. I'm not saying it's completely bad. Like, it did do some good stuff, like the malware arc and everything, that's sick. But it just does so much that's not good. Like, just the general theme, how every, it doesn't take anything seriously. Like, the third episode, yeah, the animation as well, like, it would be fine if they didn't, like, anime-ize it. Like, they have, like, literal, like, exclamation, like, I don't even know what you call them, like, exclamation symbols coming out their fucking heads. Like, actual question marks appearing next to their head. Like, it's not a fucking anime. Yeah, the art style, yeah. Because, yeah, animation is something a little different. But then again, the animation is a little different too. Like, I'm not a fan of, I'm not a fan of the fact that the transformations in Omniverse happen in real time, because that is canonically not what happens. It has literally been shown that the transformations for the Omnitrix just happen in a flash. It's a green flash. It happens in a split second. You don't see Ben, like morphing. Stop! Just stop rising up. My mic would just go like... it was rising up. But no, you don't see... like, in real life, you don't see Ben, like, morphing into the aliens. You just see a flash. But, yeah, and the designs of the aliens as well. Some of the aliens in general. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not saying it doesn't look nice. It's quite well animated, but it's not right. It's not canon. It's never been canon. The transformations don't happen in real time. Oh yeah, Swampfire is... Fuck Bloom Swampfire. Honestly, half the time I don't know what the writers were thinking. Like, what? Yeah, the mic is fucking ascending. Like, half the time I don't know what they were actually thinking when they were doing this shit. Like, let's take a fan favorite alien with a really cool design and just make it, like, absolute, like, make it completely different than what it was before in every way, shape, and form, and just make it worse in every way. But like the Omnitrix creating like outfits for the aliens, that's bad. It never takes itself seriously. Oh no, well, the art style we know is actually part of part of the story of the show, because the art style is changed by Celestial Sapiens. That's canon. That was stated in Omniverse. But yeah, I just don't like it. Never takes itself seriously. Like, there's never any like emotional music or any. Well, there is in like 2 or 3 scenes, but it's like half the time when there's like actual, you know, character development happening, it's just overdubbed by that fucking stupid like dun 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 music. It's like so fucking irritating. They did what in Classic Fits? Yeah, and the whole Jet Ray thing, like, they dared to say that they didn't want to use Jet Ray because he was used too often in UAF, and they proceed to make Humongosaur appear like 10,000 fucking times. Fuck Humongosaur. I'm just gonna mine around the copper. I've got plenty of copper. Yeah, and they replaced him with Astrodactyl, an alien, a actual biological being whose power is jetpack and power bracelet. Like, why? Just no. It's just terrible. Yeah, Big Chill's design. Honestly, we go on and on. I feel like the alien designs are the weakest thing. Me when I hop into a GTA Online lobby. Oh, but one of the things I absolutely despise is the fact that they were swearing up and down that the Omniverse, oh for God's sake, always bust into a cave. But no, it was the fact that the writers were literally swearing up and down that the Omniverse future, the Ben 10,000 from Omniverse, was the same future as Classic. That's... no. Even though that literally, canonically, cannot be the case. That ship sailed. That ship sailed as soon as Alien Force started. Because the original Ben 10,000 kept the prototype Omnitrix his whole life. Like, that's just so irritating. Well, yeah, it was Derek stating it, but it was the writers, like, enforcing it. Like, it was the whole crew enforcing it, because they were trying to make everything like it was in Classic. Like, they made Omnitrix City. They put Kenny back in as Ben's son. They even gave Ben exactly the same headquarters that he did in the original, series, future. And he is just not the same future. Because... oh, I didn't get my fucking shovel. Because, like I said, the original Ben 10,000 kept the prototype Omnitrix his whole life. I'm actually going to go back and grab my shovel. So I'm not going to leave that block behind, though. Yeah, I'm going to run back and grab it. Oh, it's nighttime, too. Yeah, and in UA, Ben destroys it. And it's not even that either. I mean, you could... theoretically, you could argue that... because I've always said that I think the version... and this is basically... it's not confirmed, but it's heavily implied and... believed by the community. Because in UA, in Ben 10,000 Returns, Paradox mentions that there was a world where Ben never had to destroy the Omnitrix to defeat Vilgax, and a lot of people think that refers to the Ben 10,000 timeline, but personally, I've always, and while that still can be the case, God, why is my voice just starting to get, like, exhausted now? Hello, Quill Milk. Hell yeah, we're talking about Ben 10. Talking about how Omniverse was stupid of trying to infer that the future was the same as Classic. But yeah, so it's heavily implied and believed that that is the future from Classic, where Ben never had to destroy the Omnitrix to defeat Vilgax. But a lot of people go further than that and believe that the timeline that he's referring to actually branches off from Goodbye and Good Riddance, the non-canon finale of Classic, where Ben's identity gets revealed and And people think that that's what led to him becoming the original Ben 10,000. And personally, I buy that. But, yeah, and his future changes every time he meets himself, which is... I'm not against that, but it's just a bit messy, in all honesty, and sort of contradictory in a lot of different ways. Plus, I don't like the way they describe it, because, while it makes sense, like, in Ben 10,000 Returns, instead of basically saying that, every time he meets his future self, his future will change, instead of saying that the original Ben 10,000 was originally going to be Ben 10's future, but then the future changed, Paradox says that they traveled into cross-time, meaning that that Ben 10,000 was supposedly never going to be Ben's future from the start. And I don't buy that, because there are so many different moments in Classic where you can see Ben 10,000, where you can see, like, the original Ben 10,000 in young Ben. Like, you can see the attitude in his character that he will eventually grow up to be original series Ben 10,000. But in my opinion, the ship, like, they tried to enforce it so heavily in Omniverse that it's just like, oh yeah, it's the same future, yeah, we're back to Classic, yeah, it's the same. No, it isn't, because that ship sailed when Ben destroyed the Omnitrix. From that point on, he cannot be that same Ben 10,000. And if anything, it's way before that, because, in my opinion, like, as soon as Ben took off the Omnitrix, that future was gone. He can't become that version of Ben 10,000 anymore, because when he puts the Omnitrix back on, it recalibrates. Therefore, it's not the prototype Omnitrix anymore. Therefore, it can't be Ben 10,000. Because Ben 10,000 wore that Omnitrix his entire life. Although I guess you could argue that Ben simply unrecalibrated it at some point, because we saw that that was possible. Yeah, that's the thing that I was saying, Quill Milk, because I'm in the midst of writing the first chapter of a Ben 10 continuation, and I'm literally just retconning the whole of Omniverse and going from Ultimate Alien, because Omniverse just ruins so much. Yeah, honestly, I'm not really a fan of, I don't really think I like the Ink Tank's theory about atomics being the same species as energy. I'm not a fan of it. Because I just think it's a bit silly. Like, just because they have slightly similar powers. I'm not a fan of it, personally. I mean, it's a cool theory, I just don't think it works. Because they are... Just because they have slightly similar powers. Like... I'm not a fan. Which Ben 10,000 is best? Easily Classic. In every single way. Every single way. Well, yeah, because I think he is. Like, he is an entirely... Like, I don't think it makes any sense for him to be the same species. Like, there's nothing in the show that supports this. Because we've never had anything to suggest what Atomics is. And just because his powers are based around radiation, I mean, it's got a cool basis, but I just don't think it's... Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And he's just better in every single way. Like, he's more realistic, because he feels like Ben's future. And compared to the other two, he's just better. Like, Ultimate Ben... While it's a cool idea, as like an alternate future, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would Ben not transform anymore? Like, that's something that he loves doing. And don't even get me fucking started on Ben 10K. Because I despise Ben 10K. Well, I wouldn't say he's lame. I'd say he was a nice idea, but just not one that really fitted. It was a nice experiment. But, no, but I despise Ben 10K for two reasons. Number one, well, actually, three reasons. Number one, he doesn't even feel like Ben. Like, he doesn't feel to me like a future Ben. And to me, he doesn't even look like one either. Although that's probably an art style thing, to be fair. Number two, he built his own Omnitrix, which is shitter in every way than the original. The Bi-Omnitrix is just garbage. It got knocked out by a fucking solar flare. And Ben 10,000... he is like the only Ben 10,000 that doesn't have master control. Like, he has to wait for it to recharge. Like, that's just... Oh. But the number one thing that I despise about him is the fact that his gimmick is fusions. Mainly because Ben has always been shown to care about his transformations. Merging them together is not something I could ever see Ben doing. Because he has constantly stated that he sees his transformations as real creatures. Like, for fuck's sake, in UA, he was willing to sacrifice himself for the Ultimates. Just like that. Like, 20 minutes after meeting them. And you're telling me a future version of him created an Omnitrix device that forcibly fused the DNA. Like, no. That is the complete opposite of everything that Ben stands for in every single way. It's just dumb. And it fits in with everything else that OMNIVERSE was doing, just ruining the whole point of Ben 10. But yeah, I was saying that, like, I think the original Ben 10,000 timeline came off of Goodbye and Good Riddance. Because from that point onwards, everyone knows Ben's identity, and from that point on, he's sort of gonna be forced into being a hero. Because, like, everyone knows him, and everyone knows that he's capable of being this hero, so he can't really go back to a normal life anymore. So I think that's what leads him to become Ben 10,000. So, immediately, like, you can't say that Omniverse Future is you can't say that Omniverse Future is Ben's like is the same future, because it just isn't right. It can't be the case, because as soon as Ben takes off the Omnitrix, that future is gone. And even if you go by like, oh, maybe he decalibrated the Omnitrix, like in the timeline where he didn't destroy it to defeat Vilgax, like even that, because of him destroying it at the end of AF, you can't say that he still has that future. Yeah, what gave you the clue, Quillmilk? No, definitely not a fan. I don't necessarily hate all of it. I do agree that it had some damn good stories. Like, fucking the malware arc, that was solid. Had problems, but it was pretty good. I think just malware as a character and the story associated with him. Not all of it, because some of it was a bit stupid. But, and the alternate Bens, I think that's a bit too far out there. Maybe? I don't know. I don't really have a problem with it. But there's just so much wrong with Omniverse. It never takes itself seriously. The moments that should be emotional are overlaid with stupid, dumb music that ruins it. It never, ever takes itself seriously. Apart from, like, 2 scenes. The alien designs are crap. A lot of the new aliens are crap. A lot of the characters and the concepts were completely ruined. So, yeah. Yeah, again, the thing is, a lot of the time, like, I think I could enjoy Omniverse as a sort of separate thing, but I can't like look at it half the time and say, yeah, this is canon, because there's just so much of it that yeah, exactly. When it's good, but when it's bad, it is borderline unwatchable. You are 100% right. That's a very good way to describe it. See, that's why I'm just going, when I'm writing my own continuation, I'm just going from UA, just because that is an easier... No, the coal! I'm coming, Cole. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. Because just going from UA is just far easier to, just like carrying on from, the Dagon arc with this new version of Ben who is, like, really smart and brave and compassionate and, like, worthy of the Omnitrix and stuff is way better than, like, trying to salvage the bullshit that was Omniverse. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that, Disney, about the Anur trio. Frankenstrike is a good name, Snarrow is a good name, but Benwolf, and this is something I have personal hatred for, because Benwolf is actually my favorite alien. Out of every alien in Ben 10, he's my favorite. Because he is just such a solid alien. I loved his debut episode because watching his debut episode as a kid, I thought it was so cool because it was the first time we got a new color for the Omnitrix, the yellow mode, and I was like, whoa, that's so cool, new Omnitrix color. And obviously we had the gradual transformation, and the moment where it's like gradually revealed that because obviously he slowly transforms into a Laboan, and then at the very end there's like the epic you hear a bit of the Ben 10 like transformation theme, and then the Omnitrix appears on his waist, and it's really cool. Not to mention that Ben Wolf is a absolute, like, he's a really powerful alien. Like, Snarrow isn't that good. Like, I can sort of see why he didn't use Snarrow again, but not using Frankenstrike and Ben Wolf is, like, fucking stupid that Ben never used them again in the classic series, because they are both really powerful. Like, obviously, Frankenstrike, he's generally strong. He's got the lightning powers, and he's got, he can control technology, as we saw from Dr. Victor. But Ben Wolf is even more so, because, because Ben Wolf, because obviously, like, the whole thing with Ben is that in the classic series, he sort of had different aliens for doing different things. Ben Wolf is basically like an all-encompassing alien. Like, he's really strong, really fast, really agile and maneuverable. Like, he's physically strong. And this is the number one thing, when I'm defending Ben Wolf, this is the number one thing that I always bring up. A adult Laboan's howl is enough to crack the skin, or I don't know whether you could call it skin, or just, I guess you could just say crack an adult Petrosapien. Because in Ken 10, Kevin 11,000 used the Laboan howl on Ben 10,000 as Diamond Head, and it knocked him to the floor and shattered it, well, not shattered, but it cracked his body in one howl. Like, like, how can you tell me that Ben Wolf isn't a top-tier alien when he can do shit like that? That's the number one thing I always say. It makes me so proud that, like, that was the thing that Kevin 11,000 used to knock Ben 10,000 on his ass. One Laboan howl, and that's it. My boy Ben Wolf. Not to mention, it ties in with the whole mishandling of Kai and Ben's relationship. Another thing that was done absolutely awful. Personally, I like the idea of them ending up together, but I hate the way Omniverse did it. And I was actually talking about this on the Reddit the other day. I think Kai is actually the best fit for Ben as a love interest, because she is the only one that fits with his lifestyle. Because obviously Ben's future is becoming like a hero. Like, his future is that he becomes a hero. I've got to be careful of the durability, actually. I've got to make sure it doesn't accidentally break. But Ben's whole, like, he's gonna grow up, and, like, he's not gonna get a job. He's not gonna be, like, what could he possibly do? No, he's gonna carry on being a hero for the rest of his life. He's gonna keep wearing the Omnitrix, and he's gonna be a hero for the rest of his life. So, my point is, you can't fit any other, any girl that can't fit around that can't really be Ben's love interest. Like, a lot of people like Julie, I never really watched Alien Force as a kid. I watched most of Classic as a kid, and then when Omniverse came around, I watched most of that. I didn't watch Alien Force and Ultimate Alien, mainly because Cartoon Network got taken off of my TV box, but that's a story I've told already. But I'm not a fan of Julie. She's alright as a character, but she's not good as a love interest. Granted, they didn't do their relationship good in UAF either. Julie was too good for Ben. Yeah, in the UAF era, absolutely. Or at least post-season 2 Ben, but that's just because the writers were like, yeah, let's make him arrogant. No, not the writers. No. That's my mistake. The executives. That's, But, like, here's my reason for Kai being the best love interest. Let's take a step back and look at every love interest that Ben has. Who do we have? We've got Kai, Julie. Those were the two main ones in like, from Classic to UAF. We did have Elena as well, although they kind of ruined her completely, in Ultimate Alien. Right, 54, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna stop, otherwise I'm just gonna accidentally break it. Yeah, don't worry, I'm getting to that, Disney. But yeah, Elena was another potential one, but, she was ruined as well. And that's another thing, for those of you interested, or will be interested in reading Ben 10 Legacies when it comes out. I have a list of episodes that I am retconning mainly from Ultimate Alien, and all of the episodes with Elena in are gonna be retconned, because that is just stupid. It's dumb and pointless, and it completely ruins the whole point of Alien Swarm. Not that it was an amazing Ben 10 story, but I just hate what they did with Elena. But, I think Elena just didn't really have the right vibe to be a love interest for Ben. Like, they just didn't really seem to have anything in common. But she is one that I could also realistically see as being a love interest, because she is a plumber's kid and would probably become a plumber. If she wasn't one already, I don't know, she probably wasn't, but, she would probably grow up to be a plumber, so I could see her becoming, a decent relationship for Ben. But then in Omniverse, we had Esther, Atea, and Luma. So we have Kai, Julie, Elena, Atea, Luma, and Esther. Julie, I don't think would work. Number one, because they butchered their relationship so horrendously in UAF. And number two, because, yeah, exactly, like, that's just the thing, like, Alien Swarm works fine, as its own thing. And the thing, because, little spoiler alert, but I'm going to be carrying on from the Alien Swarm story in one of the chapters/episodes of Ben 10 Legacies. But I'm actually going to be focusing more on the actual alien chips themselves, because it made me... I realized we never found out where they came from. Like, they're aliens, so where did they surely they must have had a planet. So where did they come from? So that's what I'm going to be focusing on, which I feel like is a lot more of a realistic follow-on than whatever the fuck fucking UA tried to do. So yeah, Julie, I don't think is a good fit. Number one, because they butchered their relationship. Number two, because she is a normal girl. And she has a life. Like, she had the whole tennis thing. Again, I'm not super familiar with Julie, but I know that she was like, she plays tennis as like an actual tennis player. And, you know, as a hero who would always have to be going off and going on adventures and, you know, it's like the Spider-Man argument. Like, Ben would probably always be traveling, you know, he'd always be off on a new adventure, and that lifestyle doesn't work for Julie. So that they don't work, basically. We've already talked about Elena. She could theoretically be a love interest, but I don't think they really have any relationship. Like, they don't really seem to actually be into one another. Who else? I'll talk about Kai in a second, because this is, the whole thing is talking about her. Atea doesn't work because, obviously, she only likes Ben because of Bullfrag, and also she's the leader of intergalactic dictatorship empire that go around literally enslaving and wiping out other planets. So I don't think Ben would want to be a part of that. It's slightly it's pretty much the same deal with Luma as well. Like, Ben doesn't really like Luma anyway. But like, I was gonna say even if he did, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't. He has like no interest in Luma. And even if he did, she's also part of, like, she's the leader of an entire planet, and that would involve Ben being on, I can't remember the name of the Tetraman planet, but being on their planet, like, all the time. So, that doesn't work either. And it's pretty much the same deal for Esther as well, because, and Esther is the one I am the least familiar with. Like, I basically know jack shit about Esther. But, I read that she's, yeah, that whole thing with Luma was only because of Kevin. But I read that she's, like, the leader of her people and becomes the leader of her people. And due to that, again, it's exactly the same deal. Ben can't be with someone who is, like, the leader of their people or whatever, because that is not his lifestyle. He will grow up to be you know, probably a plumber, but also, of course, the hero of heroes. Like, that can't be, it doesn't fit into his future. What about Eunice? Eunice! I guess you could say, but she doesn't really have I don't really think she has enough of a character to be considered a love interest. But, so, all of that, we get back to Kai. The reason that Kai is the one and only love interest that works for Ben is because she grows up into a person that fits seamlessly into Ben's life. She is, like, obviously, I don't like how they did their relationship in Omniverse, how they basically did it so that they were forced to get together, because it was like, oh, you two have to get together because it's destiny, because I am your son and in the future you two get together. You don't have any choice. You have to be together because that's how time works. They should have just been They should have just gradually grown closer together. Like, they have chemistry, but they had to force their relationship for some reason. But the reason that she works is because she grows up to be someone that can fit into Ben's life, because she is like a Tomb Raider, she is like investigating alien temples and stuff, and obviously, while I don't like the Omniverse future, we see in the future that she ends up going on these missions with Ben. And obviously, if we go by, I guess, kind of the Omniverse future and the original future, they're gonna have Kenny, and Kenny is gonna get an Omnitrix, so eventually, like, the entire family is gonna get to go on these missions. Like, that's so nice. That, you know, Ben won't have to be, like, an absentee father or husband, because Kai and Kenny will be there with him on these missions. And also, as a sort of a final point, I do have a slight bias towards Kai, mainly because I have such a love for the original future, and in the original future, it is confirmed that Ben got with Kai and had Kenny and Gwendolyn. Yeah, Kenny's awesome. People say he's a brat, but I feel like anyone with literally... Well, okay, well, don't get me wrong, that he can say some bratty stuff, but number one, he is 10 years old, but most of it, like, you know, Kuro said it best in his Ben 10 breakdown, like, Kenny, everything that he wants is just to spend more time with his father, and I think that's so sweet. Like, he's a really well-written character. He's also a lot smarter than his father was at his age. We really need a Ben 10,000 show. We really do. We really, really do. So yeah. So I have bias towards Kai, because I love the original series future so much. Yeah, you see, Ben was really bratty. I mean, like, obviously, some people, like, it is hard to watch him sometimes when he's that bratty, but, like, people don't hate him. Like, Ben's more bratty than Ken is, and, like, Ken has an excuse because he's a kid. And he's angry at his dad. So, Ben doesn't have an excuse. Ben's just a brat for the sake of being a bratty kid. Yeah, so I like the concept of Kai being the one that Ben ends up with. Just not forcing it. Let it happen naturally. And again, before I end the stream, one last teaser for Ben 10 Legacies. I'm going to break up Ben and Julie. I'm really, like, uncertain about how to do that. I know I'm going to do that, but I don't know how to do that. Because it just feels awkward to have to, like, write an episode focused around a breakup after everything they both went through in UAF. But it is gonna happen, and I am going to be reintroducing Kai in Ben 10 Legacies, and she is not going to be stuck up like she is in Omniverse. I do like that she's confident, but she can take it too far a lot of the time. She can be a bit of a bitch sometimes in Omniverse. That's not going to happen. She is going to be remorseful and regretful of how they ended things at the end of Benwolf, because at the end of Benwolf she was quite unkind to him, and I'm going to make it so that since then, as she's grown up, she's grown to regret that that's how things ended off, and yeah. I'm gonna get them back together in Legacies. Yeah, do not worry, Quill. It will be the literal opposite of how they did it in Omniverse. They're gonna, I'm planning on having it that, in between the events of Benwolf and Ben 10 Legacies, Max got in contact with Kai's dad, and Kai actually enlisted herself to become a plumber. Purely for the reason that she wanted to try and meet Ben. And that never happened up until this point. But, and everything in Ben 10 Legacies is going to be trying to steer Ben back to the original series future. Because that, I still believe that is still possible. I know we're saying like, oh, like that ship has sailed, but I'm purposefully doing things to make it make sense that he gets back to that future. Like, I've actually, I'll give you guys this teaser, actually. I found a custom design, a custom designed Omnitrix by this dude called, The Hawk Down on DeviantArt, and he let me use his design in my book. So, you guys remember that really iconic shot at the very end of UA where, so let me take a brief drink. Much better. You guys remember that really iconic shot at the end of UA where, Ben, like, first pulls down his sleeve and the Omniverse Omnitrix is there for the first time? I took the design that this dude let me use, and I did a little bit of photoshopping to take that shot and replace the Omniverse Omnitrix, because I really don't like the Omniverse Omnitrix. I really don't like its design. Replace that with this new design. So this is going to be the canon design that of the new Omnitrix going forward. And I will show you guys this image right here. So that is the same, I literally took a screenshot, it's the exact same shot from the end of Ultimate Alien, but I just photoshopped it so that this Omnitrix is on, it's literally on top of the Omniverse Omnitrix. Like, if you take away that layer, it's still underneath, but I managed to distort it. It's very difficult because I don't have Photoshop, I have Pixel which is pretty good, but the distort on it is not perfect. But yeah, really original series adjacent, because that's what I think a lot of people forget. The original look for the Omnitrix was how Azimuth originally designed it. So, would it not make sense? If he liked that design so much, would it not make sense for him to go back to that design for the original, for the new Omnitrix? So, yeah, I was looking through, designs of, Omnitrix online, and I left a comment on the Hawk Down's post on this. I was like, hey, this is really cool, can I use it? And he was just like, yeah, sure. So yeah, that's gonna be the Ben 10 Legacies Omnitrix, and I'm sure you guys can see the sort of seeds of Ben gradually going into that future again, because this yeah, the prototype design is just the best design in my opinion, yeah. But this is a sort of midpoint in between the classic design and Ben 10,000's Omnitrix. Because as he grew up, it continued to grow with his body, didn't it? It became like a gauntlet. And this is basically a halfway point in between the classic Omnitrix and the original series future Omnitrix. So he's starting to go down that path. Back to being that future. And for those of you who haven't seen it, I will also give you one last teaser. I'm overrunning on stream, but I'm just having fun talking about this. I will give you guys I'll show you guys the cover, for those of you who haven't seen it, for, where is it? Pictures, books. I'll show you the cover, the new and improved cover for Ben 10 Legacies. Here it is. Bam. So, I made a new logo. I also wanna clarify, the name Ben 10 Legacies was actually AI generated. I went on to ChatGPT because I could not think of a subtitle, and I was like, ChatGPT, you gotta help me here. I explained, like, I'm writing a Ben 10 continuation based on, like, bringing back the old stuff, and one of the options it came up with was Ben 10 Legacies, and I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, we do, because a lot of I'm sure a lot of people will, like, be a bit iffy about that, but I feel like my opinion on AI is it's just a tool to make creators' lives easier a lot of the time. I totally get the whole thing about AI art and replacing, like, real artists and stuff, and I agree with all of that, but as for stuff like this, I feel like, for, you know, it's just a tool. It's a tool like any other to help you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it sort of depends. I mean, if it spits out something good in terms of art, then it's fine, but I don't really like to use AI when making book covers specifically, because I like using, like, PNGs and stuff like that. But regardless, obviously this is really enforcing the future as well, because first off, obviously we have the new Omnitrix on Ben's wrist. I edited that on there as well. That was a little difficult, but I managed to do it. But we also have Gwen, a new version of Gwen with Gwendolyn's hair, and Kevin with his chin scar that Kevin 11,000 has. So there's gonna be a lot of hints in Legacies that is slowly dragging, like, Ben, Gwen, and Kevin towards their future. Yeah, the pieces are falling into place, because because obviously only Ben and Gwen saw that future, and none of them saw future Kevin, because that was in Kenten. So, like, Gwen's gonna get her hair cut, and, like, she's gonna be like, oh, I'm trying it short, and then Ben's gonna realize, like, wait a minute, you look like you did in that future. And then Kevin's gonna get his chin scar, and there's going to be stuff that allows them to know that evil future Kevin had that same scar. And one final thing before I end the stream, because I really do need to end the stream. Pull up my Ben 10 Legacies notes. I've actually made a list. I tell you what, tier list maker is actually really good for stuff other than making tier lists, actually, because I've actually used tier list maker to organize, like, what aliens I'm gonna be using and what aliens I'm not gonna be using, and, like, the priority of how much I want to include them and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna tell you what aliens are gonna be used in Legacies, but I am happy to say that that I think maybe Gutrot and Topic may be subject to change But the aliens that will not be present for certain in Ben 10 Legacies: Bollweevil, Astrodactyl, Blocks, Molestache, Pesky Dust, The Worst, and Walker Trout. They will not be in Ben 10 Legacies. And also, currently, it will probably get bigger, but the list of non-canon episodes currently includes the episode with Victor in Ultimate Alien, Ben 10,000 Returns because it ruins Eon, and I want to have it that Ben has never seen another alternate future, so it's still likely that he can end up in the original future, and the Alien Swarm episodes. Yes, Victor the Spoils, that's the one. Getting rid of that, because that's... no. I am going to be bringing back Victor and Zascare, and I'm also planning to do an episode, a flashback episode, so that's bringing in some stuff with Omniverse, cleaning up the story of Zascare, because, like, in Classic, he died, but then he was resurrected, that's all clean. Then he went back into the Omnitrix, apparently, but then in Alien Force, he's somehow out again, and we never know how that happens. So I think I'm going to include a flashback to let that happen. I'm gonna be adapting stuff from Omniverse as well. The feedback thing and Malware is going to be canon to Legacies, because Malware is such a great villain. The whole thing with Malware destroying feedback, that is also going to be canon, and it is going to be mentioned in Ben 10 Legacies that Malware removing feedback from the Omnitrix was the reason for Ben taking it off in the first place. Because that should have been a thing. That was what was planned originally, and the Cartoon Network executives just said no, for no apparent reason. So, yes, that's, I've got to stop now, because I'm going to be talking all night otherwise. Hello, Kowalski. I'm so sorry that you've joined at the very end of the stream. Oh, bad timing. But yeah, so, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. A lot of nerdy talk in this stream. We love it. If you are new around here, make sure to go down into the description down below, join the casual Discord, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Do lots of stuff with different obscure franchises, Ben 10, Max Steel, Arthur and the Minimoys, Dinosaur King, all that good stuff. And join me tomorrow for more Black Ops 3 Zombies. We're going to be doing the Iron Dragon Easter egg, so that's going to be exciting. Next Wednesday for more of the Trail Frontier Challenge, and next Friday for more of this. Same time, same place, 8 PM BST. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Hold on, I think it's still BST. Is it still BST? Because we've gone past the longest day. Yeah, it is still BST, British Summertime. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Check me out on Wattpad for all of my continuations. Ben 10 Legacies coming soon, as well as a bunch of other stuff. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you on another video or stream very, very soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for stopping by.